The Cavs making major moves at the deadline. They basically traded their entire team. So let's go over all the details. Their first trade of the day is to the Los Angeles Lakers. They're gonna get rid of Isaiah Thomas, Channing Frye, and their first round draft pick. They're gonna get Larry Nance Jr. and Jordan Clarkson back. This first trade is great for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've cleared the cap space. They have 60 plus million to offer. They can get 2 max contract players. And they didn't have to trade Brandon Ingram or Lonzo Ball or even Kyle Kuzma to make this happen. So they can chase LeBron James and Paul George, or they can wait until the 2019 free agency to pick up some max contract players. For the Cavs, this is a bad trade, but it's also a decent trade, which is really funny. It's decent because you're getting some young talent. Larry Nance Jr., he's very athletic. His dad used to play on the Cavs. Jordan Clarkson's also been playing pretty well. But you're not going to convince LeBron James to stay. And you essentially traded Kyrie Irving, a 25-year-old future Hall of Famer, a closer, to get Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance Jr., and the Brooklyn first-round pick. So it's a good trade when you're rebuilding. It's decent, but it's bad when you're trying to contend for a championship and you're trying to convince LeBron to stay. Because if LeBron leaves, you see what I'm saying? So it's a bad trade, but it's a decent trade. Now, the second trade of the day involves 3 teams. The Cavs are going to acquire Rodney Hood from the Utah Jazz, and they're going to get George Hill from the Sacramento Kings. The Utah Jazz are going to get Derrick Rose and Jay Crowder, and the Sacramento Kings are going to get Joe Johnson from the Utah Jazz. So that's a wild, players are going all over the place. I like Rodney Hood going to the Cavs, very athletic. He can also stretch the floor. It looks like when LeBron leaves, he'll be the starting small forward. Or maybe Larry Nance Jr., maybe they'll be competing. Joe Johnson to the Kings, that's pretty interesting. The Utah Jazz, though, taking Derrick Rose and Jay Crowder, I don't know if that was good for them. Right now, I don't really see the vision for the Utah Jazz with this trade. I wouldn't say it's terrible. It's not a terrible trade, but I don't know if I'd be happy if I were a Jazz fan. So Jazz fans, let me know what you think of this trade. The third trade of the day is pretty funny for the Cavs. They're going to trade Dwayne Wade back to the Miami Heat for a second-round pick. That's it, a second-round pick. They completely unloaded their team, and it looks like Dan Gilbert is he's making it a disaster for LeBron James. It looks like Dan Gilbert wants to see LeBron James suffer in his last season because he knows LeBron is chasing the GOAT Michael Jordan. Every year that he doesn't get a championship is bad for LeBron. So he got rid of the star power. He got rid of Kyrie Irving. So now there's only one true star on the team. I mean, you got Kevin Love, but is Kevin Love really the big 3? He hasn't really performed in the finals. He's very inconsistent. So now LeBron is all by himself. He's going to have to try to get to the finals with a depleted team, a young team, but a very inexperienced team, and guys that I don't know how they're going to perform against contenders. Now, as I'm making this video, there's still a few hours left on the trade deadline, but it doesn't look like they're going to trade the Brooklyn first-round pick. They could. I would be surprised. But it looks like Dan Gilbert is happy with that one championship, and he's just going to make life miserable for this season. Let me know what you think. I think it's got to be a kick, because now he's blocking overhand, but I don't think he'll see the kick coming. The kick is too finesse. Oh, I got him. It didn't really do anything, though. I got to do that one more time. Oh, whoa. He's gassing himself, though. I'm going to let it fly. Why not? I rocked him. Superman clocked him. No.